Namo Amitabha Buddha. Hello everybody. So in this video, I feel like sharing about the true meaning of taking the three refuges. So this topic is perhaps particularly relevant for some people in our group who are going to take the three refuges with my Dharma teacher, Master Shan, on the 31st of December this month. So it falls exactly on the birthday of Amitabha Buddha. So in China, we use Master Yongming Yanshou's birthday, the sixth patriarch of Chinese Pure Land Buddhism, to be the birthday of Amitabha Buddha, because Master Yongming Yanshou is also regarded as an incarnation of Amitabha Buddha, which I'll share another video about that. So it would be a very special ceremony, and for those who are interested, you can also contact us on our Facebook group. Just contact our admin there, Lotus Family One. So in this video, I feel like talking a bit more about the true meaning of taking the three refuges. So the phrase taking refuge literally means we are returning to, we are relying on. And when we take refuge, it doesn't mean that we take refuge in a particular teacher, although it's not uncommon for the initiator who initiate the ceremony to be our Dharma teacher, but it doesn't necessarily need to always be the case. When we take the three refuges, most importantly is that we are taking refuge in the three jewels or the triple gems, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. And I trust a lot of people do know the meaning on the surface. The Buddha refers to Shakyamuni Buddha, our very fundamental teacher, and the Dharma refers to the teaching of the Buddha. The Sangha refers to the monastic community which practices the Dharma and upholds the teaching of the Buddha. So these are kind of like the external meaning of the three jewels, but in fact, the three jewels are also within us. So for example, the word Buddha. Buddha also means the awakened one. So when we take refuge in the Buddha, what we are actually doing is to return to our awakened nature. So the Buddha nature is within all beings. Our Buddha nature is no different from the Buddha nature of Shakyamuni Buddha, of Amitabha Buddha, of Guan Yin. But the difference is that although our Buddha nature is here, but we have not completely realized it yet, whereas those enlightened beings, they have already realized the Buddha nature. So by taking refuge in the Buddha, what we are doing is that we are not only taking refuge in the external Buddha, but we are also taking refuge in our inner Buddha, in our Buddha nature, in our original awakened state. And the second jewel, the Dharma. So we know Dharma refers to the teaching of the Buddha. However, the essence of the word Dharma also means the truth and the right understanding. So it's important to have the right understanding, like we see in the Noble Eightfold Path. The first thing Buddha talked about is the right understanding. If we don't have the right understanding, say if we don't believe in karma and we go around and commit all sorts of bad deeds, then we are doomed to suffer. So right understanding is extremely important for us who want to walk the path of awakening. And Buddha's teaching is the right understanding because Buddha is a completely enlightened being. Enlightened beings don't lie, and Buddha has completely realized the truth of life and the universe. So it's not like the Buddha make up anything that he preached or taught. Rather, he simply revealed the truth of life and the universe as it is. What he did was perhaps to systemize the truth in a way that is easy for us to understand. For instance, the natural law of karma. It's not because the Buddha made up the law of karma and taught us, but karma exists as it is, regardless of whether Buddha told us or not. And we also see karma was also talked about in Hinduism and also in other religions and practices. So some people say, did Buddha kind of steal the concept from Hinduism? No, but Buddha recognized some aspects from Hinduism are true, like karma and reincarnation. And also, for instance, the Four Noble Truths, they are really the truth. You know, when we are attached, we will be suffered because of impermanence. So these are actually actual truth, objective facts, whether Buddha tells us or not. The truth is as it is. But for the Buddha to reveal it to us in this way, we may not be able to figure it out ourselves because we may not have this kind of a sharp awareness to identify the truth. So the true meaning of Dharma also refers to the truth and the right understanding. And this is also within us. It's not away from our Buddha nature. Now, once we realize our Buddha nature, we will realize the truth of life and the universe. So when we take refuge in the Dharma, we also take refuge in the truth that lies within us. And the third jewel, the Sangha. So we know the word Sangha usually refers to the monastic community which upholds the teaching of the Buddha. But the true meaning of the Sangha can also refer to purity, the purity of the mind, because they practice the teaching of the Buddha, hence they purify the mind. And this purity is also within all of us. It's also not away from our Buddha nature. When we realize our Buddha nature, of course, we have the purity of the mind. So taking refuge in the Sangha means that we are returning from all these mental defilements, the poisons that polluted our mind, to the purity of the mind. And Sangha also means harmony. So Sangha practices the 6 harmonies to live harmoniously together as a group, as a community. I'll make another video about the 6 harmonies that the Buddha taught. It's also important for Buddhists to respect different lineages in Buddhism, as they are all the teaching of the Buddha. So all different Dharma gates are the teaching of the Buddha that are suitable for people with different capacities, just like different medicine is suitable for different people. So it's also important for Buddhists to respect practitioners from other lineages and different paths, and this includes from different religions and practices, because if we want to achieve world peace, it's important that we all live harmoniously, we live in peace in the world despite our differences. But we should also see the essence of who we are. It's the same. Our Buddha nature is the same. And the harmony is also within our Buddha nature. So we all want harmony, peace, and bliss. So when we take refuge in the Sangha, we are also taking refuge in our inner Sangha, which can represent purity, harmony, and respect. So all these 3 jewels, they are not away from us. And that is why Buddhism is really a path for awakening, in the way that we are not seeking externally for truth, but rather the truth actually lies within. And when we return to the 3 jewels within us, that is when we are actually walking on the path of awakening. And of course, we also take the refuges in the external Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha to guide us, to help us uncover the inner 3 jewels. So I hope this video explains a bit more about why we should take the 3 refuges and why this is really the very first step for Buddhists to dive deeper in the Buddhist practices. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Amitabha Buddha.